I'm posting here because I don't know what to do. I've never experienced anything like this, and I am terrified out of my mind. So for context, I live in Sydney, Australia. I teach at a guitar school, and you finish up late because all the lessons have to be taught out of work hours. I got home around 10 this evening, and man, I was really tired. Teaching is rewarding, but it can be very emotionally draining, and believe me, after a day of kids yelling at me, refusing to listen, and one even throwing a guitar at me, I was emotionally drained. I walked down the hall into my room, turned around to hang up my satchel, and groaned. Right on the wall to my room was a big, fat huntsman spider, one of the biggest I'd ever seen. If you haven't seen one, they're part of the tarantula family, and it's not surprising to see one as big as your hand. This one wasn't far off. I like to think of myself as a relatively kind person, and I try not to kill things if I don't have to. On the other hand, I am quite arachnophobic, and I was not prepared to have that thing scuttling around my room at night. There's an acacia tree next door that they tend to breed in, and huntsmen have an unsettling habit of cropping up at night when you're least prepared. I thought of the can of Mortine bug spray I kept in the bathroom and considered. No, my kinder nature got the best of me, and I went into the kitchen to get a bowl and some cardboard to trap it in. When I returned, it was in the same place. I slowly walked up to it and brought the bowl down on the door. The huntsman was too quick, though. It skittered away from me higher up the wall. I tried again, but this time it was ready for me and ran up out of reach. I grunted in frustration. Why now? Why this late at night when I'm tired, irritable, and my hand-eye coordination is at its worst? Ugh. Deciding I just have to brush it down to get access, I went to fetch the broom. It saw me coming and ran out of the way, down the wall towards me this time. Seizing my chance, I slammed the bowl down on the wall. It came right down on top of the hairy creature, cutting it in two. I took the bowl off it, and it dropped to the floor in two pieces. It wasn't even writhing. Ugh. I looked at the two halves of the corpse for a second. In death, it looked pitiful. Not scary at all. Spiders tend to curl up when they die, some kind of insect rigor mortis, I guess, and both halves had done this. I did feel bad for a minute. I hate killing things unnecessarily, but honestly, I was so tired at this point my main emotion was just relief. I couldn't even be bothered to put away the bowl or the spider's body. I just left it there, thinking I'd get it in the morning. I think that was my biggest mistake. I got into bed and cuddled up with my blankets. I live by myself, so I like to stretch out at night with a few pillows. I was just dozing off when I felt a little tickle at my feet. I was jerked into wakefulness, my heart pounding. No, I was just being silly. I'd probably just imagined it. I stayed awake for another minute or so, my heart racing before I began to drift off again. My eyes were just shutting when I became aware of a shape on the roof. It was vague in the dark, but I could definitely make it out. A dark blob on the ceiling. I reached over to turn on the nightlight and flicked it on. Would you believe it? Another huntsman. This one even bigger than the last. With a groan of frustration, I made to get up. I wouldn't even try to trap this one, just smush it with the broom. But then I began to see the other blobs on the wall. 2, 3, 4, 5. I lost count at 13. There wasn't just one huntsman now. They were swarming, absolutely swarming around the roof of my room. I felt the tickle under my blanket again. Oh God. I ripped the duvet off. Tens more of them were on my bed, crawling towards me. I don't think I scare easily, but honestly, I screamed. They weren't running away anymore. They were running towards me. One was crawling up my leg. Now, I shook it off and got out of the room, desperate to try and get out of there. I ran across the floor, and I felt something crunch and squish under my foot. Now they were beginning to drop on me from the roof. Ah! I felt one bite me. Huntsmen aren't poisonous, but they have big fangs in it, and it hurt, man. I got out of the roof and ran into the bathroom and shut the door. Now I'm in here, in the bathroom, typing this up on my phone. I have A few have squeezed under the door, but it's so small that I can easily stomp on them with the mop I keep in here. A few more are coming in through the vent, and that's not easy to stop. They seem endless. Does anyone here have any idea what's going on? There must be thousands of them. What do they want? Vengeance for killing their brother? Oh, God, it's getting worse. I don't think I can hold them off for long. Hi everyone, Giggles here. Just wanted to say thank you to all of my incredible patrons for supporting me. Tam B, Jen Miser, Skymara Ravenswood, Melissa Perez, Bernard Jackson, Leaf Ninja, Roy Larmer, Mr. Creepypasta, Neon Scoundrel, and William Delphin. I'm still figuring out rewards for Patreon, but if you would still like to support, click the link in the description and I will hopefully have something for you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.